One of the first questions that new or prospective teachers have when they come to online teaching is how do I set up an online digital learning environment, classroom? And we often think right away of our brick and mortar classrooms that are full of color and artwork on the walls, but we're teaching from a webcam, so things can be a little different. There are definitely a variety of ways to go. There are some people who say, I don't put anything up. I teach with my body, I teach with my voice. They come for me as a teacher, so I teach against a blank wall. There are teachers who travel or like to keep things simple, and they might have a map and their name, or some garland, or just one poster. Or we have teachers like myself who do kind of a compromise. For me, I have three main rules in creating something to show my online teaching environment. Rule number one is that it's simple. Rule number two is that it's fun. And rule number three is that it's low cost. I say simple because I don't really want to have anything that is a distraction to my students. If I have a new student, a trial student, a young student, nothing back here is going to distract them. I don't have toys that they're looking for. I don't have something else that they're thinking about. It fades very quickly because although it's colorful, it's also neutral. So I think that it's simple in its own way. I also think it's fun. This is like an aquarium, and I'm in a webcam, so it's kind of like I'm in a fishbowl teaching English. So I think that's kind of a funny way to display my online learning environment. I also have this papel picado, which I got from a street in Mexico, which shows a little bit about culture. It's not exactly American culture from the United States, but it shows that I'm invested in other countries and what they do in other languages, which I think speaks to VIPKID and being an online teacher. Number three, I like to keep things low cost. Honestly, we're all here to make some money as much as we are also here to share English and share experiences with these kids. So this batch of fish came in a 24 pack. I didn't use them all. That was $1 from a dollar store. The papel picado I got off the street, so it cost me nothing. So this online learning environment was $1. You really can't beat that. I would encourage you, if you're someone who wants to do something extra, to really go to thrift stores, see what you have around the house, maybe talk to friends or family and see if they have some craft leftovers. Some people are super creative in what they put up in their online classroom learning environment. And I think that is key because it goes back to being simple, fun, and low cost. But there's really no need to do much more than this. According to the VIPKID rulebook, I am missing two things. One is my name. I don't display my name in my classroom because I display my name like this. Hi, I'm Teacher Dale. But it's great because this is also a cue and a prompt. A lot of our level 2 lessons ask, who is your teacher? Or we talk about the VIPKID classroom. So when I pull this out again, they remember Teacher Dale as kind of a vocabulary word or phrase that they can use to refer to me. And after a couple of lessons, a lot of the kids remember that really well. And when they want to say something or get my attention, Teacher Dale, and they have the image in their mind. So that's really good. And the other thing that I don't have up here is a way to display a secondary reward. It seems that more and more teachers are not using a secondary reward, although that is kind of against the VIPKID policy. I think personally, secondary rewards can be really great for kids who need them, but a time waster or a distraction for kids who don't rely on that kind of motivation. So those are two things you really should include putting in your online classroom, especially if you're looking at this video for a mock interview or mock class. Make sure you follow what VIPKID says. Once you're self-employed, once you have your way of doing things with students that follow you, there's room for modification, but be sensible. If you're going to work for an employer, you should follow their handbook. So make sure that you have your name visible as well as the secondary reward visible if you are a fly by the book kind of person or you're doing this mock exam, because those are also key elements of an online learning environment.